Kind of an interesting fact, when we started this segment on the last day of every month about 2 years ago, going over the acquisitions or the things that I bought, we originally called it Why I Went Broke. The reason we had a name change is there was a lot of snowflakes out there that got upset at the idea that I would make a joke about going broke when clearly I'm not, and there are people out there who are really struggling with financial problems. Now listen, Karen, the problem with that is if that's what offends you and you think that's the biggest problem in life, my God, your life is sheltered. Instead of saying why I went broke, let's talk about all the worthless shit I pissed my money away on in May of 2021. As the Xtreme channel is pushing towards 50,000 subscribers, these are just a few of the statues we are giving away on the journey there. If you want to know how to win one, stay tuned for later in the video. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. My name is Mr. X. A big portion of this channel is all about Xtreme collectibles. So at the end of every month, as I said in the intro, we do a video and we review the high-end collectibles I bought. We also review a few other subjects because we got to make this video last at least 8 minutes, so I make an extra 50 cents in my pocket from YouTube. Strike that after taxes, it's probably about 20 cents in my tax bracket. Hang on. It's so cold. Before we get started, if you've been watching my recent videos, you know that I am sporting the COLDEST water bottle. This is something that was given to me for free to promote on the channel, and I get money for promoting this. I also get money if you click on the shopping link below when you buy something. However, that's not why I'm doing this. As you guys know, I get a ton of offers on free stuff, even free statues, and I rarely take them up unless it's a product I actually use and believe in. COLDEST water bottle is an example of that. I have about 20 thermoses at home, different shapes, sizes. They sell it in different shapes, sizes, but the cool thing about this is it is actually awesome. It floats in the water. It doesn't have any humidity issues where stuff comes on the outside. And most importantly, it literally keeps it cold for days, literally days. And you can hide all other kinds of liquids in there. I mean, right now I'm working. Do you really think it's water in here? But make sure to go check that out. Also, if you just want to win one, there's a link below. You can click on that description and actually win one of these. But today, that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about the Xtreme collectibles that arrived in the month of May. We're going to talk about my 3 favorites. We're going to jump into all the stuff I wanted to buy, but I didn't, and I was so good this month. Actually, as of today, because we filmed stuff in advance, just launched a video about the Prime 1 Studios Godzilla vs. Kong. You can actually check it out right here. We're also going to have a segment where actually you see me open stupid stuff that I bought. It used to be its own segment, but now it's incorporated with this. If you want to check out some of those old segments, you can actually check them out right here. So let's dive in with my 3 favorite arrivals in the month of May. Now, as a reminder, I've done videos on all of these, and I plan to do videos on everything that comes in. So if you want to see what those are like and you haven't yet, make sure you not only hit that like button, but that subscribe button and that bell notification so when you get notified. But you can always go back and check these out. Coming in at number 3 was my custom Omega Red. As you guys know, I waited 40 months for this piece. It did not disappoint. It was absolutely amazing. X-Men is one of my end games. I will always have an X-Men collection, so very cool piece. The next one was actually XM Studios Samurai Nightwing. Now, what was interesting about this piece is it was beautiful as all of the XM Studios Samurai pieces are, but it's not that popular. And it's weird because Nightwing is a really big, Nightwing's an awesome character in the DC universe, but a lot of people just don't dig that samurai vibe, but it's still a beautiful piece of art. Coming in at number 2. Now, number 1 was actually a tie. There were 2 pieces that were my favorite, and they've recently launched on the channel. First is this custom Curse of the Spawn sample piece. Absolutely amazing. I love it to death. Very excited for all the buyers that are getting this in the upcoming months. And my second favorite was also something very recent, this Prime 1 Studios Mosasaurus. Amazing piece on every level. I love the way he looks in my collection. And as I said, if you haven't checked out those videos, go back and check them out. Now, the next category we talk about is hashtag restraint. If you're new to the channel, then hashtag restraint is basically my way of pretending to be an adult, saying, hey, I'm going to buy this because I have the means and the opportunity, but I'm going to practice restraint because maybe my kids might need to eat someday. Maybe the world's going to end. I actually just put out a newsletter from the Xtreme Channel website. So the xtremechannel.com, you can go check that out. The newsletter that launched this past week was what happens when the collectible market or the economy crashes. So if you want to see stuff like that, there's also daily blogs on my thoughts on pieces. Check out that website. The link is in the description below. All right, so the first piece that was pretty easy to practice hashtag restraint was actually the Kong bust. Now this is from Prime One Studios and it is priced very high, so that was one of the reasons it was easy. You guys know I wasn't a huge fan of the Kong vs. Godzilla movie other than the fight scenes, and I wasn't getting the Godzilla bust that was released last month. So I passed on this for hashtag restraint. Another one I passed simply because I don't know the character is Soul Calibur from Pure Arts. I've reviewed a few of the other Pure Arts video game pieces, and I think they are phenomenally done. And this one, it looks like the coolest one I've ever seen. So I really wanted this, and I actually have a spot in my collection it would work. But realistically, I know nothing about the character because I'm just not a video gamer. Another thing I was actually really proud of is the Prime One Studios Golden Sale. I bought 0 things this year. It's the first time, I think, in the past 3 years that they traditionally have 2 sales per year, and I bought absolutely nothing. So very, very proud of myself. Now, this Christopher Reeve bust is made by the same people that have made the other Christopher Reeve busts I have, the Henry Cavill bust. Also, the Batman bust I reviewed this month, which was probably my 4th favorite. It looks amazing, but I'm going to pass on this because I already have a version of Christopher Reeve. This is absolutely awesome. Passing due to space. Also passing on a Sabretooth piece. Now, this was sculpted by the guy who sculpted my favorite Sabretooth piece that I actually own, Alejandro Pereira. I said his name wrong, but it's an amazing piece. I'm passing on this because I already have an amazing one, but I wanted to buy it. Another piece like that, this Logan on Throne. I actually did a blog on this, why I'm not buying it. You can check that out on the website, but nonetheless, it's sculpted by Caleb. Amazing piece, has a couple different torsos you can look at, and I'm sure it's going to look awesome. And Iron Studios made the decision for me on the Sentinel piece that I had ordered. They actually called me and they said that they ran out of stock. So they actually gave me my NRD back, which was nice of them. But I'm going to pass on this because I watched half-assed reviews. I put up a card, you can see that. And I trust his opinion, and he's not a fan. So it just makes sense for me not to get it. Prime One Studios Metal Superman. So of the metal line, I'm getting 5 of the pieces, and they're actually going upstairs. Don't tell Mrs. X, she doesn't know it yet. But this one would look great with them. I have the quarter scale, which is actually in a giveaway for you guys. But really wanted this guy. I was able to pass. And sadly, the last one I'm passing on is the XM Studios Star Wars pieces. So Malik and Raven. I have a custom Raven. I think this one looks much better, but it's just a pain. And I figured this is a way I could save $2,000. And my Star Wars display has this giant Wampa coming next year, and I don't know if I'll have room for stuff, so I decided to be an adult. And the last hashtag restraint was this custom quarter scale RoboCop. So this is actually by ARP, who I have a couple of his pieces. He does amazing work. And I actually messaged him to buy this, and we kind of got set up and talking, and then he stopped responding. So unfortunately, I am not buying it, but actually saves me some room because I'm not sure where I was going to put it. But still very cool looking custom RoboCop piece. Now, before we actually dive into the pieces that I purchased, let's unbox some stupid stuff. And some of it, I don't know what it is because I haven't even unboxed it yet. So you're fast forwarding into the future. Once again, time traveling channel. Check it out. All right, so I'm not sure what's in these boxes. Keep in mind I had one yesterday that it was a lawsuit, so don't worry though. Those sexual harassment charges just keep coming and I keep knocking them out of the park. Besides, he was asking for it. You're offended by that? It's probably snowing outside. Go out there, you'll enjoy it. Ooh. Bubbles. Precious bubbles. Oh, I think it's a comic. Ooh. Infinity Countdown Darkhawk. You know, growing up, I was a huge fan of Darkhawk, so stoked. All right, next, I'm betting it's more comics. That it is. So first we have Donny Cates, Marvel Universe. I don't think this is officially an Omni, but it is a hardback. Yeah, it's a Surfer Resurrection Epic Collection. I think I have all but one now, so gonna dive into that. Oh, can you see it? All right, so we got another one. It's obviously a different day, and my shirt, that's because this is my most comfortable shirt. I usually only wear it on date night, but let's see what we got here. It's a tiny little box with Chinese lettering on it, but in English it says, "Do be careful to hit people." I'm not lying to you. Look at this. Do be careful to hit people. Holy shit.
Holy shit.
Did you see that? That was fantastic. I think it's a one-time trick. All right, so I was relatively good this month. Some of my high-end purchases don't actually include collectibles, but I did book a trip to Vegas with the boys. Mrs. X doesn't know that yet, so if you're watching and you found out right now, honey, I'm sorry I didn't tell you. It's in August. I'll send you a postcard, and it's with Andy and Matt. So that probably didn't help because you know we'll get in a lot of trouble. But get my bail money ready. Also, I am on the eye because I am planning to go to Singapore Comic-Con if I don't have to quarantine for 2 weeks when I get there. And they haven't announced the date. It's supposed to be at the end of this year, beginning of next year, but I'll keep you guys updated on that. But let's dive into the high-end collectibles. I was relatively good. There's about 10 on the list. And we'll just start off with, I've been looking for a Frieza for a while. You guys know that I have a DBZ collection right over there. It's almost complete once I get in Prime 1 Studios Goku, which should arrive very, very soon actually. But I needed a Frieza, and I found this one right here by a company I've never heard of, Master Grand. So I purchased it from a website. I use PayPal protection. It actually has 2 different torsos. It looks amazing. This is the coolest one I've ever seen. I know Prime 1 Studios is coming out with one, but hopefully this will up it. I finally pulled the trigger on this custom Nolan Throne. I've been getting into Noel in the Venom comics, and he's just a badass character, and I love the cover art this comes from, so I purchased this first time from this custom studio, but I'm very excited. I've seen the painted prototype. It looks absolutely amazing, so he'll join me, not in my Throne collection, but actually on the back wall here. Also, I hadn't pulled the trigger yet on the Jurassic Park Spinosaurus. I have the Indominus Rex coming. I'm getting the whole 1/15th line. But I noticed it went on a wait list. So I went ahead and grabbed it from a distributor, the only distributor I could find, GFX, who's done some great work for me before. So I very excited to have this coming in. He's going to face off against the Tyrannosaurus Rex, and he should come later this year, I believe. I also rebought something that I had canceled, and you're going to see this on the video tomorrow because I actually have a tracking number on it. But the City Hunter Predator. The reason I canceled this is I wasn't really feeling it, but then some people got some in-hand photos and I saw some video, and I can mount it on the wall, so it'll be easy for display space as long as it doesn't fall off the wall. But I like to live on the extreme side. I also purchased, with the death of the creator of Berserk, Prime 1 Studios Casca Deluxe. Got this from Comic Concepts, as I have a ton of Prime 1 Studios. They're usually my go-to. I didn't get the City Hunter Predator from them because I had points that I used on it, but Casca looks amazing. I'm not sure where she's going to fall in the line, but she's such an integral part of the story, I wanted to pick one up. Also purchased through a friend of mine this custom quarter scale Wolverine, I'm going to call it a Barbarian statue. So this is only coming as a kit, and it's going to probably be the most complex paint job Mrs. X is going to have to tackle, but she'll do a few between now and whenever this arrives. As a reminder, most of these take, but I believe this has like 4 different head switch outs, so many cool aspects, and I like the fact it's a different version of Wolverine because I collect so many different versions of Wolverine. I never planned to get this next piece here, but I got it for a screaming deal. I got it for $2,100 shipped, and actually I'm unboxing it tonight, so you'll see the review very shortly, and you'll see it on tomorrow's video as well. But the Prime 1 Studios old half-scale Heath Ledger Joker. Now I have a 1/3 scale Heath Ledger, I have a bust of Heath Ledger, and I have another 1/3 scale coming, but I don't have a half scale, and this one is one I've wanted for a long, long time, so I essentially got it for under retail when it's all said and done. I couldn't pass that up. Also, I did PO from Comic Concepts on day one, the Prime 1 Studios Justice League Darkseid statue. Cannot wait to get this. I moved stuff around already, so he's going to go with all my other 1/3 Prime 1 Studios movie pieces. Absolutely amazing. Now a Silver Surfer piece. Now this I didn't buy this month. I bought actually a long time ago before they even revealed what it is, but it's a custom piece, and they finally revealed what it is. That's why I'm showing it to you now. And I'm also going to feature it in another video coming up very shortly. The video with the actual Sideshow Silver Surfer, because I purchased this on a whim. I wrote a newsletter on why I bought this. You can check that out on the Xtreme site. And I'm actually going to talk about it in a video where I'm comparing and contrasting a bunch of Silver Surfers, including those last two that we So that's it. Now it's kind of the funnest part of the video for me. What were your Xtreme acquisitions? And they don't have to be collecting related. It could be a new weapon, could be a car, could be a mail order bride. Go ahead and throw that down in the comments below. To win one of these statues, all you have to do is make sure you've liked this video, you've subscribed to the channel, you've hit that bell notification, and then just drop a comment below. Every 5,000 subscriber milestone, we are going to do a random drawing and pick a random comment and give one of these statues away, plus some additional ones I'm not showing right now. The more videos you comment on, the higher your chances are to win. So again, make sure you guys have subscribed. If you haven't, go ahead and hit that picture of me and the bell notification. Tomorrow is a monthly segment as well. However, it's about all the Xtreme stuff arriving, and there is a lot, so make sure to check that out. I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.